my name is Cate Tiefenthaler, and I'm here today to give a testimonial for John Gasidlo, estate and will attorney in Westport, Connecticut. I had the pleasure of working with John on my family's will and estate planning a couple of months ago. He came highly recommended to me by another friend of mine, and I had recently become married for the first time. My husband has 3 children from a previous marriage, and I have many friends and 2 dogs that I'd like to plan for. So we had a blended situation, and John was just a pleasure to work with and nothing but the most perfect expert for us in helping us plan. So we went to his office and we met with him for about 30 minutes and went through both of our family situations and our current wills, and we discovered a lot of things that were outdated and that we were leaving large sums of money to people that either were no longer in our lives or people that had even already passed away, and to some charities that were great, but maybe our situations had changed, and for sure they had. So John was great about helping us plan everything as far as if and when we would die, which is something that no one ever likes to talk about, but he was great about putting everything in the past tense. What if you had died 2 weeks ago, which made it easier to talk about, because of course that didn't happen. And we were worried about the kids. What if all 3 of us died, both of us died at the same time? You know, how do we talk about that? How do we have that conversation? And really, dealing with John is like dealing with a friend who has a lot of expertise and really superb knowledge about law and about trusts and about probate court, and he has a lot of great stories about people that he's genuinely helped with his real genuine passion for estate law. So it was just really a pleasure for us. We ended up setting up trusts for the minor children. We did set a guardian aside, God forbid if anything happened to both of us. We did plan for each other if one of us were to die before the other, and what percentage of our estates would go to our spouses, to each other. We also designated new charities that we are passionate about that we really want to make sure are covered. We did also set aside someone to take care of our animals if all of us are incapacitated and unable to make those decisions, which is important because they are like kids to me. So that was great, and John was very compassionate about all of our requests. Another thing that we've talked about with each of our primary care physicians, but we really just never did before act on, was making sure that we have power of attorney for each other. God forbid that either one of us is ever in the hospital, and that's a decision that you really don't think of until you're in that terrifying panic situation and you realize that you may not have the rights to speak for someone that you love so dearly. So that was something that we just both felt really relieved that we could accomplish with John, and we did all that right in our first meeting. We did discuss making all of our wills into trusts already, which for us wasn't the choice that we wanted to make right then and there, but at the same time John explained to us that we should consider doing that as we age, because that can really save a considerable amount of money in estate taxes. So if you happen to be someone who is aging, or your parents are aging and you really want to get that looked at, he is 100% the best person to speak with very candidly and honestly about estate taxes. So that is important. And one other thing that we did was have a living will, because I think my husband knows me and he thinks I know him, but it's really great to know, you know, if you want a religious ceremony upon your death, if you want to have a party, if you want to have some friends go on a trip to something that is walk down memory lane, that is something that you love to do together. We love to ski, and one of my favorite runs on Okemo is called Tuckered Out, and I said I really want some of my ashes sprinkled on Tucker Out. So I don't know if my husband would have thought of that, but now it's there on paper. So, and you know, some favorite songs that you want played at your funeral. And I know it seems so weird to talk about all this, but honestly John just makes you feel so much at home, and he's personable and funny, and he tells you great stories about other clients, of course without revealing their names, and he just really makes the whole process as pleasurable as it possibly could be. And his rates are amazing. So I will just say he's very fairly priced. I never felt once that he was trying to push something on me or sell me something that I didn't need, or tell me about a stockbroker that I should use, or anything else. I mean, we all have a network of people and we're all being sold to all the time, but I can just tell you that He just gets the business done, and he was very, very competent and a real pleasure to work with. So I hope if you are in the market for needing someone to help with estate planning or taxes, or if you've been meaning to do a will, you really need to, because it can be a mess for the people that you love if you don't plan ahead. So John Gasidlo, estate will attorney in Westport, Connecticut. He's wonderful.